I wonder if I really should buy a malt cider. It's pretty expensive. And if I do buy it, I'll have to do some off-screen grinding for money. It's supposed to boost all your stats in battle. But will I really be able to use it? Might as well just have it just for the sake of collecting it. Will he sell it again? No. It's a one-time only deal. It only works on one ally. It's basically like Land's buffing ability during the final battle of Castoth. Only you can use it only once per cider. I wonder if there's a way to buy it. Sounds like it'd be pretty useful to have. Alright, let's enter Ironrim. Really want to take a look at the shops. Also, it turns out that there actually is a point to donating to the church, since apparently you can only do it once per church. Which kind of sucks, because if someone wasn't able to donate enough because they didn't have enough money, they're kind of screwed. Yeah, this game really has some stuff that doesn't make sense at all. Hold for a moment. I just wanted to officially welcome you to Ironrim. While you're here, treat my town as if it was your home. Everyone here will appreciate your help. Now, feel free to rest for a moment and look around, but when you're ready to proceed, let's go to the forum. My men are there awaiting my return. The forum is in the north part of town, atop a cliff overlooking the rest of the buildings. We should strike against the enemy as soon as possible. I'm probably have to do some grinding just to deal with the church again, huh? Seriously, who thought of that? Who thought it'd be a good idea to limit it to one donation per church? That doesn't make sense. If that were the case in real life, no church would be getting nearly enough donations. They pretty much have to rely on someone donating like $1 million at once. So what's the max donation here? Feel a lot better. I don't think it increases my morality or anything. In either case, I'm gonna have to probably do some grinding just to make up for it. Castoth first arrived on Legionwood over 2,000 years ago. He decimated the precursor civilization, and his developers were responsible for igniting the Great War and the Followers' War when they tried to unseal him from his prison on 2 separate occasions. Thankfully, Gaia appeared during the Followers' War and destroyed Castoth once and for all. He wasn't destroyed, he was sealed. And we lost the sword that was needed to beat him too, so that's not good. Of all the heroes who accompanied Gaia on his quest, Queen Fira of Hawkshire is the most famous. She supported Gaia and his cause until the very end, even when her country and people she loved were in danger. After the Followers' War, Gaia and Fira made plans to marry, but Hawkshire began to prosper under Fira's rule. But then both her and Gaia mysteriously vanished, and Hawkshire entered a period of anarchy. It's generally thought that the two of them grew tired of their peaceful lives after the Followers' War, and that they embarked on one last adventure together. For whatever reason, they never returned. I'm guessing that something about Castoth came up and they were defeated. Before Castoth's arrival, Legion was ruled by a technologically advanced people known as the Precursors. Our society today is built from the ruins of their civilization left over when Castoth was sealed away for the first time. His arrival reset scientific progress on Legionwood back to a primitive state, and only now have we begun to catch up to the Precursor civilization's glory. Although Castoth was a being of pure evil, he somehow inspired a cult of worshippers to form around him who called themselves the Followers. Their only goal was to serve Castoth at any cost and allow him to unleash his wrath on Legionwood. When Gaia destroyed Castoth during the Followers' War, it is said that they disbanded. Nobody has heard any news of them in 300 years since. Seriously, what is with this donation system? It makes no sense at all. It's terribly thought out. They should have made clear that you can only donate once at the moment you try to donate as well. Full disclosure, man. My brother is buried here. He was a militia man who was killed when the men from Entobians attacked. It was his dream to go and study magic in Makir one day, just like Senator Marcus. When this war is over and everything's safe again, I'll save up my Kuipers until I can afford to pursue his dream myself. Cassides. He decided to see if carving the word silver into his sword would make it effective against werewolves. We didn't- wait, that werewolf! We didn't have any silver weapons on us when we killed it. Weird. Here lies James, killed while questing for water. Here lies Epping, his love forever lost in time. In memory of Ravane, may our memories of him be undying and eternal. This must be the forum which I will save for last. Any useful items? I really think I should consider selling stuff too. Aggro Horn Beast Book. It's the same stuff for the most part. Angel's Tears. That's pretty expensive, but apparently you can steal it from some of the enemies in the forest. You know, I actually visited Entobians once as a child. My family and I were attending a festival in the city of Kusan on the invitation of a barbarian noble that my father made friends with when he used to lead caravans down that way. It was a strange place, completely different to Trevel, but the people always seemed friendly and loyal. I guess I don't know what to think now. We have to keep sentries posted around the upper perimeter of the valley at all times in case the enemy returns. We won't be able to fight them off if they come, but at least we might have time to evacuate the townsfolk. Go for the Elder Force and flee to Corinth, but given how hostile monsters have been of late, it looks like we might be doomed either way. My father was out hunting when the barbarians came. He had to watch all his friends die, and it was only because of sheer luck that he managed to flee and get back to town in time to warn everyone. All that chaos really got to him. Ever since then, he spent whole days just drinking the memories away. No matter how hard you fight it, it's important to take some time off to recover if you need it. I've drunk too much again. Ever since we forced the barbarians out of town, I've been too darn scared to do anything except spend me days in the pub. I'm nothing but a coward now. Any quests to... I can't go up on stage. The barbarians came from northwest through Peridot Pass. My hometown of Farum is there. Last I heard, it's still under the control of the enemy. I hope my family and friends are okay. I heard that Charn recently commissioned a whole new fleet of airships for the Navy. If contact with the North hadn't mysteriously stopped, we could have asked for their help in defending our cities from the barbarians and whatever else means to do us harm out there. Northeast of here, across the river, you'll find the old Marestone Estate. It's a mansion that was built 3 decades ago to honor one of Ironrim's most loved senators. One night, just over 20 years ago, a gang of bandits who inhabited the mountains nearly raided it and killed the senator and his family in their sleep, aiming to use the mansion as their base. Not long after that, something bizarre happened. The bandits who weren't killed fled into the night and were never seen again. After that, people reported encountering ghostly figures near the estate. The popular rumor is that the senator and his family came back as angry spirits, but nobody knows for sure. If you know what's good for you, though, you'll give the place a wide berth. Erda Charn recently commissioned a whole new fleet of airships. Okay. Entire empire's in trouble if nobody takes the mines back from the barbarians. Ironrim is Trevel's only domestic producer of iron ore, and without its export, how will the Emperor ever be able to maintain our armed forces? The barbarians are hitting us where it hurts the most. Welcome to the Iron Flagon, friends. May I offer you a refreshing drink? What's your poison? Yeah, nothing worth getting here. There's been talk lately of the barbarians invading again if nothing is done soon. We're all worried they'll retake Ironrim any day now. The downside of being inside the valley is that we're at a huge technical disadvantage just when trying to defend our homes. In the last battle, the barbarians won quite easily because they had the upper ground. Ironrim was founded by a guild of iron miners. They love being underground, safe behind layers of rock and dirt, so when they looked for a place to settle down, they built their town inside of a deep valley. But that apparently has a tactical disadvantage against the barbarians, so that was not a good idea. I've lived here my whole life, traveled all around the Empire, and I've never found another place I'd rather call home. It must be the fresh mountain air. I'd rather die than see Ironrim fall to the barbarians. The blacksmith here in Ironrim makes weapons and armor that are used all over Trevel, but you know that sometimes the enemy may have equipment that's worth using too? You should always try to steal from your foes if you can. You know, you'll end up with some very nice stuff. Yeah, I probably should have stolen from that first boss too, but I didn't, so now I'm kind of screwed. Oh well, I have DLC gear to tide me over. And I'll have to rely on the shops for decent gear, I guess. The strongest weapon may not necessarily be the best choice. Our weapons may have benefits such as higher hit rates or the ability to inflict status conditions on enemies. Think carefully about what you're wielding. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on hit rate weapons if I can. The iron we use here comes from the mines. We forge weapons and armor and transport them all over Trevel in exchange for the produce of our towns. You can't get better quality iron anywhere. Okay. Really expensive stuff, too. Hopefully they're more accurate so I don't miss all the damn time. Peacemaker, I need that. Yes, that must be really accurate. There were some of the barbarians talking about the Eternal Gate while it was being held prisoner during the invasion. It sounded like they could fight in this area, but what is it? Good question. A quest? The border between Trevel and Entobians is only a few days' travel northwest of here. Someone should think about setting up a more permanent defense in this area before any more invasions occur. The chief has been trying to find out what's been causing the monsters in the area to turn hostile. He sent some of our men to Marestone Manor, that old haunted mansion across the river, to see if anything dark in there is making them go crazy. But they never came back. Please help him save them if you can. As if we didn't have enough to deal with, preparing for a possible barbarian attack that could occur at any time, we also have to find out why the monsters in this area are going crazy. What in Legionwood is going on in Trevel of late? So many scary things are all happening at the same time. It's like something out of the Followers' War. Darn it, I sent a few men into the Marestone estate northeast of here to investigate the increasing monster attacks, and they still haven't returned. And also the bridge there to that location is broken, so how did they even get there? I still don't know if the Marestone Manor is the source of whatever's making the monsters around here go crazy, but now I just want to make sure my men are safe. You are professional soldiers. Can you help me? Great, I want you to head over the river to the northeast until you find an old mansion house. That's Marestone Estate. It's been abandoned ever since its inhabitants fled years ago, so you should just be able to walk in. Go right in. Go check it out and see if you can find any sign of my men. Stop wasting your time. Not mine. I can't take it. Really can't do anything about that manor right now. Living costs have gone through the roof since this conflict started. Iron and food have become much more expensive lately. I should stock up on all the essentials before things around here get even worse. I buy iron straight from the miners and sell tools and implements that I make here in town. My livelihood depends on the mines remaining under Trevellian control. Oh no. We grow enough of our food to be self-sufficient here in Ironrim, but the majority of our produce comes from places Corinthia like the Corinthia and the Imperial capital. Of course, with all the trouble of Entobians lately. Skills. I need more skills. I wish it defaults to no. Good day, brave soldiers. Oh, this is very useful. But it seems to be a gunner only. Can I even use it if I'm a non-gunner? That's a good question. Provoke. Now that might actually make the warrior useful, since they do have defense. Desperate strike. Problem is, foes usually don't run out of SP, so I can't see this as too useful against bosses. Unless you can actually beat the the boss takes that long. Plus, wouldn't the bosses have some kind of SP regen ability? I wish they could tell you which party members already learned the skills. Crumble, Cleric Tech. I already have Implosion. Wind, Splash. This could take some time to figure out. It's already costing me so much. Alright, I just got an update to OBS, which lets me pause recording so that the transition is a little bit more seamless. I hope that really works out. They went for a lot of release candidates, so I'm hoping it does. Okay, heard that one. 6 main settlements in Trevellian, including the capital. From what I hear, Entobians is nothing but a vast desert, with a few scattered villages at best. They only have one sizable city. There's no way they could stand against the might of Trevel for long. Why isn't the Emperor deploying a regiment to fight take the fight to them on their own turf? 80, that's way too much. I'm better off just running through the desert. I mean, not running through the forest. Does anyone need this box? Apparently not. Good. I need that money more than anyone else right now. Okay, no other... nothing, there's really nothing else here, is there? No shinies. And the maids do not want to talk for some reason. Guess they're too busy. And you're... I already went to the pub. Anything in this forum? A map? There's a map of Legionwood. Take a look. I wish I had a more accurate map back in the first game. Let's see. Charn, Trevel, Kret, Entoban, Raspadus. Ice Continent where Makir is. Aldegard, Dynast Land. Hawkshire, Demon Hold Island. Someone should really investigate Demon Hold Island in case any of the followers are still there. I'm researching ways to defend the valley from attack. And if we manage to destroy all the barbarians, there's still a threat from the increasingly hostile monsters in this area. Poetry of Noxus. Noxus El Rebane, born in Hawkshire to parents who later emigrated to Cloudspring in southern Trevel, lived between the years 1966 and 1821 AC. He gained prestige during his lifetime for writing poetry, which later became personally endorsed and published by the Emperor of the time, Mox Lotus II. Noxus's poems seem to draw from Castoth's source arrival, as most of them describe the end of the precursors. Noxus's most famous poem was The Winter. Sun-bleached earth, scorched by cleansing flame, the birth of death, the death of birth. A calamity wrought by sentience, retribution for a great offense, a broken earth impossible to mend. Retribution, so this guy knows that Gaia blew up a few planets. Befallen by tragedy, brought it to its end. I'm terribly sorry, but all of our appointments are booked for at least the next 2 weeks. If it requires something of civil services, I'd suggest posting a letter. It'll probably be quicker. Without Senator Marcus around, we've all fallen behind on paperwork. Cannot go to the upper floors. Apprentice blacksmiths, seems to continue the quest. We have to talk to that guy. This year marks Marcus's 21st year in office. He is a well-loved senator that no other candidates have barred to standing. That no other candidates have dared to stand against him in the elections ever since his term first began. Marcus has left me in charge as interim senator while he's out of town. I'm trying my best to keep Ironrim running as smoothly as possible in the meantime, but please don't keep our senator away from us for too long. Nobody knows the day-to-day business of this town like he does. Senator, you've returned. The others are waiting for you in the planning room. Please follow me. Everybody is assembled, Senator. You may begin. Then begin I shall. Welcome, defenders and citizens of Ironrim. Now is the day when we finally liberate our town from the shadow of invasion. I've returned from the recently retaken city of Corinth with three of Trevel's finest soldiers. They were instrumental in the battle for Corinth, and they will help us fight the enemy camped only a short walk from here in the mines this time. This is Aelia, a general who you've no doubt heard of before, and her lieutenants, Felix and Lionel. They are all highly skilled warriors handpicked by the Emperor himself. Well, I'm the best, of course. Felix. Anyway, now that you are familiar with those who will be helping us, I will cut to the point and run through the plan of attack. Advisor Virgil? The enemy is currently camped in an underground ravine accessible through Ironrim Mine. This is where they have remained since they fled the city in light of the recent resistance movement. Intelligence has suggested that, although weakened from our previous battle with them, they still possess dangerous numbers, and if left long enough to regroup, they could successfully recapture Ironrim a second time. What Senator Marcus's plan is a preemptive strike against them, to destroy them before this can be allowed to happen, to be launched tomorrow morning at first light. Indeed, they may have the advantage of numbers, but they are forgetting one thing. As citizens of Ironrim, we know the mines better than they do. As such, we'll attack them when their guard is down by assaulting the mine. They have the main shaft leading to the ravine protected, though, being unfamiliar with the layout of the mine network. They have conveniently left a number of tunnels leading to their camp unguarded. That's probably just because they can't count, though. Ahem. As I was saying, we have the element of surprise. Hence, I've devised the pincer movement will be the most effective way to defeat the enemy. The main combat force will descend to the enemy camp for the primary mine shaft. They will emerge in front of the enemy and engage in a frontal assault. Meanwhile, Senator Marcus, along with Aelia and her men, will advance through the secondary tunnel and cut off the enemy's escape from behind. Once the enemy is trapped, we will locate and defeat the barbarian leader, Brennus. Without him, the rest of the enemy force should surrender. It really is as straightforward as that. We don't have much time left before this chance is lost to us, so you have only tonight to ready yourselves for battle. I have decided that we will attack first thing tomorrow morning. The less we have to wait to mobilize and prepare, the better. Does anybody have any questions? I have one. What about civilians? Surely there are citizens of Ironrim who work in the mines. What happens with them? A small group of workers were in the mines when the barbarians attacked, yes. We haven't heard anything about them since we forced the barbarians from our town. We aren't even sure whether or not they're still alive. It's possible Brennus has taken them prisoner. There were casualties in Corinth because our men didn't take steps early enough to secure the civilians. I propose that upon reaching the enemy camp, our first priority should be to see if we can locate any surviving prisoners and secure them. Then we focus on engaging the leader. Okay, your point is noted. When the main force reaches the enemy camp, their primary objective will be to find and protect the miners. In that case, we leave it to you to engage Brennus. Senator Marcus, is this arrangement fine with you? It is acceptable. I want nothing but the best possible outcome for the people of Ironrim. Then that is settled. And with that, you are all dismissed. Go home and rest up, and make sure your equipment is in order. I expect you all bright and early. Clara. What do you want? You can't sleep, huh? I can't either. Thought you could use the company. Thanks, so I'm just fine on my own. Are you now? You sure about that? I can't stop thinking about her, about what would have happened if we'd arrived in Corinth sooner, if I'd set the game to easy mode from the start instead of wasting time fighting enemies on expert mode. That's normal. You'll never truly stop thinking about those who aren't here. I still do. You loved Clara, didn't you? We met as children. We grew up together, always side by side. She wrote me every day when I first joined the army. We couldn't wait for the times when I'd come home to visit. Then, we finally got engaged. I couldn't think of anything I'd rather do than spend my life with her. Before I left Corinth to resume duty that last time, she said she planned the wedding. She even brought herself a beautiful dress. She never got to wear it. Do you know what you need to do? You need to find some purpose in life. Some way to honor the memories and make them worthwhile. You want to know why I joined the army? It was because of my brother. His dream was to be a soldier for the Empire. I try to live that dream every day. Your brother? Was he? I'll tell you about it some other time. What I'm trying to say is that you need to find some way to make the grief more comfortable to bear. Otherwise, you'll end up destroying yourself and everything around you. Do you want that to happen? No. Clara wouldn't want to be such a burden. She wouldn't want me to carry this for the rest of my life. She wanted me to be happy, just as I'd want for her. That's right. It's the only way to deal with it. Let's try to get some rest. We need to be alert tomorrow. We have to be the heroes, remember? Are we all ready to go? The main forces already left for Ironrim Mine. Let us join them so that the people of Ironrim can rest easy tonight. And I get a free heal. Wait, what about the government building? The forum. Is there anyone left inside? I don't think the dialogue here significantly changed. Yeah. Now all I can do is just go to the mines and hope for the best. Maybe they let me leave the mines, I can grind a bit too. Okay, Ironrim Mine. Okay, seems that my men have gone on ahead. They'll take the main route down to the enemy camp and make a frontal assault. We'll take a less obvious path. From here, we'll descend to the lower levels of the mine via the east tunnel. Once we get there, we'll travel through the cavern network and emerge in the enemy camp on the opposite side. So we head east from here, right? Yeah, so it's likely that the enemy has locked all the gates leading to the other tunnels. We may have to activate a few switches along the way. What about monsters? Yes, normally they're not bars to the miners and stay out of their way, but given what's been happening elsewhere of late, we should be on our guard. Okay, so expect hostile encounters and keep an eye out for locked doors. Got it. Lionel, Felix, let's move out. West and north. Whoa. Cherry bomb. Cherry MX bombs. Vampire fangs. I can't reflip the switch, so it's only so there's no downside to flipping it, hopefully. Whoa. Angel's Tear. You can steal these from the cockatrices and they're in that one place, but yeah, in the forest. So what's with this? Where do I go? I see, that's the gate they were talking about. I don't know. My men have already gone this way. Okay, that's maybe a shortcut for when we leave the place after being the barbarian scum. What's with all these decoy shafts? What the hell? Ooh, nice. Money-saving chests. I should play at least a few encounters just for the sake of grinding. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, I can't use Desperate Strike unless he uses a medium sword. I'm on easy mode, so I can take my time trying to steal. Nothing to steal. Oh, come on. Wind on Gargoyle, maybe? Yes, that was a good guess. Unfortunately, every skill beyond the basic ones costs way too much. Seriously. I don't remember them being this cost. I guess our SP growth is a lot lower compared to before. I don't know. We don't have any. Plus, we don't have any accessories to deal with SP cost either. And our steal rate is terrible. They can suck our blood. So, let's see. There must be something worth stealing from you, right? Oh, Vampire Fang. Nice. Insect Venom. Okay, so now that I've got... I wonder if any of those are worth anything in terms of selling. Huh, they're resistant to physicals. Or maybe just close range attacks. What about long range? No, they're also resistant to that. Shock Bolt. Weak it to that. Nice. Where are you weak to? Physical 100%. Okay. Please don't poison. The money rate is not going up very much compared to the first dungeon. I have a feeling it's going to be like that for the rest of the game. That's not good. I'm going to rely more on stealing in order to make ends meet. Try to steal from enemies that have really expensive items, like those cockatrices. Back down we go. Which path do I take? There's a minecart in the way, and we can't seem to push it despite our strength. Okay, gate opened, but let's check out what's down here. Of course, I have no idea where the boss is. They no longer have healing crystals, so it's really hard to tell. Well, I mean, healing crystals that just, last forever. Okay, so Slumber Sword. It's a light blade. Puts foes to sleep but lowers agility. Huh. That's quite a catch. Why can you equip the polearm? Weird. Swift shoes? What does... C. Increases agility by 20% and evasion as well. It could make the warrior a viable class. I should consider it. Now to go for that gate and maybe I'll run to a boss, I don't know. Whoops. Let my guard down there. Okay, these guys are scrubs. Antibiotic eye goggles. Whoa, I think that will prevent me from getting blinded. That means the next enemy, the next boss might inflict it, right? Okay, now I need to go for the main path. But I have no idea where the boss contact point is because it's no longer obvious. Okay, I think at the moment I go past this cart is going to be the boss. Let me prep up. Okay, so I'm going to give the warrior one more chance now that I have the swift shoes. I'll bring his agility up a little bit higher, making him probably a bit more viable. He's still not going to be great for support roles, but whatever. Take what I can get, I guess. Oh, not yet. I guess I spoke too soon. The boss isn't quite there yet. Oh, now it's there. Ow. Okay. Please hit. Of course not. Why would it ever hit? Seriously, this game is really pissing me off with the way it's been balanced. Look at that! How do I miss twice in a row like that? Stifling Curse. Pirouette. I need to stun that thing. Damn it, the stun doesn't really last all that long. Oh no! Damn it. Even when blinded, this guy has better accuracy than me. Doesn't that seem kind of wrong to you? What time I got this guy's damn agility down? Anyways, it's immune to poison, so don't even bother. Just gotta keep this damn thing stunned. While keeping my people buffed. Okay. Heal self. Peptide. Self. Speed up self. Pirouette. I need to keep this mofo. See, peptide you. Toxic Curse is useless right now. Critical shot. Ow. Pirouette is the only decently damaging move I have in my arsenal. Gotta lock you down as well. Oh, come on. How did I miss that many times in a row? Sharpen self. Peptide on Lionel. Oh man. More peptides because we don't have any SP at all. Ugh, come on. I have to choose between healing or buffing myself too. It's really, really bad. Okay. Pirouette. Good, stun. Keep them stunned for me, please. Ugh. Blinding curse. Oh, come on. What was the point of even stunning it then? Oh, that was a good crit. How you like that, you bastard? Why does it have to be so spammy? Holy shit. I feel like some of his more powerful moves should have cooldowns. Just saying. Yeah, it's not good. I can't even keep my debuffs up. For a game that advertises itself on wanting you to debuff your foe a lot, it seems to be damn near impossible. Seriously. Let's see. Pirouette. Oh, I couldn't stun him. Shoot. As if anything I do will even proc anymore. This game. Finally, I procced something. Okay. Fence down. Steal item. Toxic secretion. Seriously, I'm barely hanging on because I have DLC gear giving me early access to Pirouette. If it weren't for that, I'd be screwed. It's almost dead. Okay, it's done. Just finish it off. Yeah. Fuck you, boss. Oh yeah. We need to grind more. That was horrible. Whew, that was close. What was that thing? A Zolom. Savage spirit beasts that live in caverns and mountainous areas. I certainly wasn't expecting to find one here. Well, he was expecting lunch, that's for sure. Good thing I was here to watch our backs. We're certainly lucky. If we were unprepared, I hope there's not more of those roaming around here. I think we should be safe. Zoloms usually live in the northern mountains, far away from here, and are quite rare in trouble to begin with. I would hypothesize that this one was driven from its usual hunting ground but whatever is causing monsters to behave strangely. Still quite concerned, but not one we can investigate at the present time. How far are we from the enemy encampment? We're almost there. It's in the very next shaft. We should make sure we're ready for battle before we move any further. How about that? Time for a little pest control. You ready, Lionel? Let's grind. I'm ready. Hey, that's great. Let's get to it then. Why? Oh man, that was horrible. If it weren't for the miss rate, I think expert mode would be more tolerable. Seriously, this game is a disaster. Seriously, why? I feel like the first game was at least more balanced in that you could at least try to get your accuracy up via the AP system, but this one just screws you over just by design. You don't get to any real way to increase your accuracy besides equipping a gun, and even that's not enough. Alright, I'm level 12 now. I hope I'm actually ready. Okay, barbarian time. These are different from the ones I fought before, huh? Double strike. Bullet time. Seriously, what's the point of the gunner if even they can't hit anything? Yeah, really, I'm just thinking of not even bothering with even normal mode at this point. Even on easy mode, normal enemies are kind of a pain to get through because of the miss rate. I feel like it'll take forever just to make any kind of progress in battle. Look at that! How do you miss all 3 shots? That makes no sense. And she's supposed to be the accurate person in our party, too. Oh no, he has Shovel Strike. Oh man. So where am I headed now? Locked in battle, cannot talk to me. Okay, and then there's a bunch of guys blocking the bridge. Actually, I can use a peptide as well. Oh, it's a raider this time. Oh man. What should I do then? Watch as she misses most of them. Oh no, she actually got one killed. Nice. About time she actually hit something. Finish off this guy. Whoa, crit. Yeah, crits are a little bit too powerful in this game. It can basically, for enemies, it basically allows them to one-shot you. And you can one-shot weaker enemies with it. Okay, so... where am I looking? I guess it's that guy who's guarding the den? Or is he one of our guys? You're here! Great, you cut up the enemies escaping and we just about finished off the last of them. We found and secured the civilians. Most of them seem to be okay. Hey, he's making a run for it! It's the barbarian leader. He's trying to escape into another tunnel. Let's get after him. Oh man. Yeah, I think I just give up on expert. I feel like the gap is gonna get worse and worse, and it's gonna require more and more leveling each time. Like, the only reason I'd ever want to do it is if I somehow accidentally got too OP. Is that him? No, they're all just raiders. And one of you just had to dodge. Finish off this one raider. Good, some peptides. And a healing crystal. Okay, I'm sure the tunnel down there will lead to a boss. Need to prepare. Alright, hope I got it this time. Stop, we've got you cornered. A wooden chest? Ah, so you have. But it's of no concern. I'm about to do what I came here to do, and you won't be able to stop me. What's that in the box you just closed? Just some TNT, so I can finally destroy this eternal gate you see here. That's there's that phrase of the moment again. What in Legionwood is an eternal gate? Are you stupid or just too low ranked to have been told about it? This artifact here, this stone portal you see behind me, that is an eternal gate. An eternal gate, but I've been inside this mine countless times with the workers of Ironrim, and have never seen this construction before. Where could such a thing have come from? Stop fooling around. You know where it came from. Your emperor summoned it, and now there's many more of them scattered all around our lands and yours, so we're here to destroy them. You think the emperor is responsible for this? That's preposterous. Well, who else could have it been? Trouble was on the bad side during the Followers' War, and we know that these gates just suddenly appeared, and Trouble's never exactly been a bastion of goodwill. Okay, so you invaded because you wanted to destroy these things. But what is it? What does it do? You seriously don't know. I refuse to believe that. The increase in monster attacks lately, everything in nature going completely crazy, you haven't noticed? You must be lying to me. You're saying this eternal gate object is causing monsters to become more hostile. That's why I'm about to destroy it. You can't detonate that. You'll bring this entire cavern down and kill everyone inside. That's not my concern. I am prepared to die, and so are my men. In the end, we're giving our lives to save our people from destruction. But you won't kill only your men. What about the civilians who took hostage? They definitely don't deserve to die. They're Trevellians. I don't care if they die. For all I know, they're the ones responsible for this gate being here and endangering our nations. Their deaths are necessary if that's the case. That's some insane logic. You think a bunch of random civilians could be behind this? No, that's wrong. You're hurting people. I don't care what you've come here to do. You've invaded our cities and killed people that we love. And you have it? My sister Boudica was killed when you took back Corinth. Any grief you have to deal with is just what you deserve. You're just as wrong as we are. Enough talk. I've already rigged it to blow. All that's left to do now is destroy you. You don't have to do this. Stop! Silence! I said I had enough talk. This is for all my comrades who have died. This is for Boudica. Now die! Ah, that was lucky. Okay, before I use debilitating shot, I want to use a take aim just so I can at least hit him. Powering light. Ow. He can use magic too? I need to pirouette him. He's resistant to physicals, but still, being able to stun him helps. Blinding curse, please. Nope. Stifling curse. I don't want him casting magic. Are you weak to anything, dude? Okay, he can be muddled. And stunned to some extent, but most of the others are not gonna be too effective, huh? Yeah, if I can muddle him, then so be it. Pirouette. Oh, he lost his muddle too. That's not good. I'd like to blind him if possible. Seriously? Can't I do anything to you? Literally anything? So I lower your agility. He is not... I guess I could use magic on him. Ugh. Sharpen self. First aid. Peptide. Okay, he hit himself, but it didn't do much damage to himself either. Blind would help. Nope. Cleric. Powering light. Oh no! Crap! I didn't even know he had that. Barbarian axe. Oh man. Of course they can dodge now that I don't have that buff anymore. Seriously. Is he seriously gonna spam that for the rest of the battle? Fuck. What do I do? Good, stunned. Damn, my accuracy is getting worse. Ugh. I don't think it'll proc, but oh, it did this time. Cool. About fucking time, man. Toxic. Sadly, probably will not proc at this point. Oh, now it does. At the end of the battle, it does. Whoops. Oh no. Oh wow, he's at 1 hit point. He could probably die in 1 hit. Ha! Ooh, shoulder pad. That's a rare one. We need to deal with the TNT. Quickly, explosives. It's too late. Get away. This next part, unfortunately, I heard is not going to be conducive to expert. This butterfly, it's so pretty. Enjoying ourselves, are we? I never knew the wilderness could be such a tranquil place. This picnic was a great idea. I'm glad you like it. There was a special occasion. Oh? Yes, 2 actually. See, I got this letter last week. It says you've been promoted. Yes, to the Imperial Guard in the capital. But then, you'll have to leave, won't you? I'm sorry, but it got me thinking. I'll be missing you quite a lot when I'm away, so I decided to buy you this as a present. A ruby ring? Oh, but this is a ring. Do you mean to say? Yes, in the spring when I come back from the capital. Only if you want to, of course. Of course I want to. I wouldn't have it any other way. Lionel, Lionel! And... Lionel, wake up! I think we're in trouble. Where the hell are we? Is this another gate? Are you okay? It looks like we took quite a tumble. I'm fine, I think. What happened? I'm not too sure myself. I remember fleeing when the TNT exploded, but I must have gotten knocked unconscious. When I woke up, we were here. I don't know where Felix and Marcus are, but... This gate's been closed ever since I came to. I don't really know for sure, but I'm thinking the explosion must have knocked us into the eternal gate in the mine. Even though we were on the other side, it somehow knocked us there. That makes no sense. Wherever we are now, I think it's on the other side of wherever the gate leads to, and now we can't go back. So we'll need to find a way to reopen the gate then. I've been trying to get it open for a while now, but I can't get it to yield. I don't know what to do. Maybe whatever makes it open is hidden somewhere outside? I hope so. Okay, let's stay close. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. I have a bad feeling about this place. And drop the difficulty back down to 1 now that we're stuck in this area. I may just skip on expert for the next boss due to the circumstances. Seriously, I'm stuck with 2 party members. This is gonna be it's gonna be tough to survive. Even if I try to spam my pirouette, I don't know if I can win. I mean, it's been pretty powerful so far. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this Let's Play of Legionwood 2, Rise of the Eternals Realm, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.